So my point is this, guys. You see how what?
They said he did what he said. Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr.
He always
just
says
passed
it
away.
like something like it's true. Like, did you see on the news this morning that Martin Luther King Jr. just passed away? And people are like, oh, I know it's terrible.
Yeah. So he's basically what he's trying to do is just trying to convince people that this has happened, and people, because most Americans have been detached to reality, to what's going on. They're not doing their homework. They're not able to understand the difference. So when I see the story about Colin Kaepernick, that's what I'm seeing right now, guys. I'm seeing how people are not looking at the big picture. Guys, persecution is coming to this country. Like the Bible said in Revelation chapter 13, authority and power was given to the first beast to persecute the saints. How many years did the Roman Catholic Church persecute the saints? From 538 all the way to 1798. For 1,260 years, the Roman Catholic Church persecuted Protestant Christians. And just 2 years ago, a man by the name of Tony Palmer, he stood up in a church gathering, big church gathering of many different evangelical pastors, laymen, leaders of major churches, religious body organizations across the country. And these people got together and they're celebrating this ecumenical meeting. And Tony Palmer basically said this. He said that he believed in his heart that the protest is over. That what Martin Luther protested 500 years ago, that has completely stopped. That we should not be protesting anymore. And he said things like this. Well, when we get to heaven, that's when we're going to be able to reconcile our differences and sort out our doctrines. Right now, what should glue us together is the glory of God. Because he said that division is satanic. That God likes diversity, but division is satanic. Yes.
Here's what I see with the Colin Kaepernick thing is he was brave enough to stand for what he believed in front of a coliseum of people. Okay?
Yeah.
And to think that he's doing that on a worldly type issue and in a worldly event. If he's brave enough, you have to think about this, if he's brave enough to stand in the midst of over 50, 60,000 people for what he truly believes, because he knows that this country has not followed by the guideline that people stand up for. He's saying, I truly take those words to heart, but we as a country have not followed those words. So why should I have to honor that? Because that country has not honored us. He's proving that everybody's doing this out of a tradition, okay? The same thing is going to happen to us, but on a religious scale. If this man has enough courage to stand for what he knows is right for a worldly event, are we going to be able to do that for the truth, for God's work? Are you going to be able to stand in front of 60, 70, 80, how many ever people and say, no, this is not right? That's the whole thing that I see as far as that versus this. Is how does that relate to what we are about to face? And we might think that we have some time, but this thing has happened so rapidly, from one event to the next. After one event you think, okay, maybe we got till next year, or I can see this happening, in a year or 5 years. And then you turn around and what you thought you had more time for the next event happens next week. And then after next week, it's going to be a few days. The question is are we spiritually ready and strong enough to stand? Just like he did for something that's not. Actually, if you think about when you look at the national anthem, they're